live with your life.
What's going on, guys? It's back here again. Welcome to another Warframe video in the test room of testing. Today we're doing the video, the weapon that got me told off by a good portion of you. Well, you don't know the weapon, so you shouldn't review it. Fuck off. How about you fuck off? It's my channel. I'll talk about what I want to talk about. Dickhead. But I've used it a bit more. I've googled how it works. Kind of. I've built it. It does what I fucking want it to, which is kill things. So you do what you do. Ow, this weapon come out fucking yonks ago. This weapon did, and it sort of flew under the radar. You know, you saw some of the YouTubers using it, Fortuna, and then it just sort of went under the radar, never to sort of be spoken about again. And even now, like I said, when I did my video on it, or when I used it after I did my video on it, I built it and then I used it, which makes sense, doesn't it? Really, yeah. So now this is why I do my videos after I've actually used the fucking weapon, dickhead. But yeah, it's super cool. It's a rifle. It looks super cool. You know, it's got a cool concept as well. So if you can see it, I don't know if it will be as clear, but if I look up there, you'll see next to the crosshair I've got three sort of lines. That's a charge. So you have how does it work? So you've got three, say you got three there, so that is considered a full charge, but that can be charged once, twice, or three times. So I killed all that group before. Obviously, if I kill three enemies, it gives me the ability to use my alt fire and release this sort of blast, and as you can see now, I can't do it. That bar is empty now. So after I get a kill, you'll be able to see I'll now have one, and I can use that again. However, it's not going to do as much damage, so you want to be filling that up to get max damage out of it. That has like a mini chain as well, so it will chain between a couple of targets. That blast will murder every low level enemy. As you can see now, I killed three more ads. That bar is full, so now I have this ability again to yeah. As you can see, it hit that guy there, it hit him, it went through and hit him as well. So it's got a mini chain. Personally, I would say use it as follows. I would either make him weak, or you can see now I'm gonna shoot him and not do much damage, but as you can see. So maybe get a couple of corrosive procs on them, or you know, strip some armor, then use it. That's how I do it. That's how I did it. That's when I used it anyway. But you know, it's your game, so you do you. So I'll strip his armor, and we can see it becomes incredible. So you can see it's not taking stupid amounts of damage, stupid amounts of time to kill. As you can see, obviously, when they lose their armor, it becomes a lot easier. So yeah. So one thing I did say, it takes 2 shots per shot, if that makes any sense. So when you pull the trigger, it fires 2 bullets. So it's sort of a burst, but you can hold it down. So it's a full auto burst, if that makes any sense to you. I've still not found a frame I think it looks good with. Like, there are certain frames that I think look super cool with certain weapons, but this one I just can't do it. So whether it's me or not, I don't know. But with a buff, yeah, it's pretty much game over. Yeah, this is pretty much pretty decent performance. You know, that basically killed you. It's a lot better than the first build I was using, I'll tell you that. That first build was shocking. I'll use boobin. Still need to form him. Just for those of you that are wondering why I do this, I just use this to show you guys how things work with certain frames. So for those of you that don't have Vorben but you have Rhino, well, you can see the potential there. It's just, yeah, it's just to see, you know, maybe some of you bought Wisp, good choice. Or maybe some of you did the Mirage quest and you've got Mirage, you know, that's just... It's just to show you, you know, I don't just want to sit here and talk about it. You know, I can sit here and tell you, well, the Battacor does this and that, but it's like, no, I could just show you, you know, and then you've got the proof then. You can't sit there and go, well, no, it doesn't. Well, yes, it does. You're mong. You can see it. You know, I'm using it, so... That's why I do that. Fire rate Wisp. Completely necessary. Now the Battacor is one of those weapons I think fire rate would do, you know, it benefits. You know how certain weapons you seem to just shred your ammo before you're doing it, and it's like I could just, you know, I could just not use fire rate and, you know, kill them with less ammo, but why would we want to do that? There's no fun in that, is there? And then Mirage is going to make this. As you can see here, 2 shots when I actually hit them properly. In the head. Or 3 shots. That. So yeah, do you need to see any more? I'll use it once more. I'm not going to stop and show you the numbers. I'm just going to see how quick I can get through it. Yeah, super good. Super underappreciated. I've never, ever seen another Battacor. You know, maybe I did 2 or 3 years ago, but in times of recent, never seen it. Not once, so... It's a very, very underappreciated weapon, I think. Or one that doesn't get the love it needs. There's some form of flyy thing on my wall. And I do not appreciate that very much. It's one of those... Fuck off. How dare you. Get off my wall. You are distracting me with your shadow, dickhead. Fuck off. If you come back, I will fucking squash you. Cunt. So, this is the build, Battacor, 4 former, so yeah, it's quite expensive, but, you know, you're playing Warframe. Nothing's cheap in this game, you'll soon learn. So, we've got on here, Serration for damage, Split Chamber, Vigilante Armaments for multi-shot, Point Strike, Vital Sense for crit chance, crit damage, Malignant Force, High Voltage for that corrosive combination, and obviously that status, and then a Vile Acceleration for 90% fire rate. That is your option shot. You can really put in there whatever you want. It's completely up to you, really. You know, you want to put on heavy caliber for more damage, you probably could. You don't need Argon Scope. Where is it? Bladed rounds. There's one to try. So the fire rate is going to drop, as you can see. It's probably going to take a lot longer to kill your first target, but then obviously with a 5.3 times crit multi, that crit damage is going to go up. So, as you can see, I'm going to get my bladed rounds buff. Doesn't fly, but you definitely get on bigger numbers, I think. So, I really do like bladed rounds. Whenever there's a build that could use bladed rounds, yeah, I'm trying it because I think it's such an underappreciated mod. You don't see it in any builds, really. And that is a shame because I, for one, think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. But yeah, like I said, that's your option slot. Personally, from all the testing, from all the different things I've used, because I've actually used it, I prefer Vital Acceleration. But you know, if you want Hammer Shot for super high crit numbers, go for it. Speed Trigger, if you can't stomach the minus damage. Vigilante Fervor to get that 10% chance to increase those crit hits. I mean, you could put 100 munitions on there, but no, you couldn't. Don't. Argon Scope. Really, it's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with, you can put in here. I just use the fire rate because, as you guys saw from the testing, it does the job. 100% does the job. So, do with that what you please, and that is that. So let's fuck all these coloured numbers off because bright colours are going to distract me. I can barely read at the best of times. So. The burst fire, which is just do normal, we'll call it that, and then your charge is going to be your alt fire once you've charged it up a few times. So we've got 25 accuracy, 80% crit chance with a 5.3 times crit multi, which is disgusting. Not the highest, but that's pretty decent. 6.79 fire rate, 60 magazine, multi-shot 2.5. Again, I still don't know what that stat means. Does that mean for every shot you're getting 2.5 shots extra on top? I don't know. Someone will tell me I'm an idiot for not knowing, but that's a new stat to me, so you know, fuck off. Noise alarming, 2-second reload, 39.6% status chance, and then it's auto burst, so it's fully auto. You can keep the trigger held down, but it will keep on firing afterwards, but it won't go full auto. It will burst, you know, with 2 shots every time. So we've got puncture damage of 60, magnetic 105, and then corrosive 198.0. And then in the charge shot, now I'm going to assume this is fully charged. Or maybe it's just once. I don't know what this is. I don't know whether it's a full charge or, you know, just 1 or 2. I'm going to assume it's... Well, I mean, these numbers would be the same for either, but obviously the more the charge is, the higher the numbers. So 100% accuracy, or not 100 accuracy. So wherever you're aiming, it's going to hit. It's not going to veer off to the sides and all that good stuff. So... Well, unless you're on controller, and then it might, or you've got my aim. It's got a 0.21 charge rate. I'm going to guess that's a second. I mean, the charge rate is stupid quick anyway. 85% crit chance with a 6.6 times crit multiplier. 9.50 fire rate, magazine of 60. Multi-shot 2.5, noise alarming. Punch through of 2, so you will get a little bit of punch through, so that's why I'm able to hit the guy behind. I mean, it does chain between... Oh shit. It does chain between your targets and whatnot, so... there's that. We've got a 2-second reload, a status chance of 17.6%, triggers charge. And then you've got 1560 radiation and 1872 corrosive. And radial attack, a 40% fall off with 3.4 meter range at 208 radiation. So I'm going to guess that's the little chaining bit. I'm just going to guess. I'm not sure what the radial attack is. My guess is like that chaining thing. So yeah, nothing there is stupidly hard to get other than high voltage. It's a good weapon. It's a lot better than the first build I used, as I was told many a times. Thanks, comments. So, yeah, don't sleep on it. Again, if you've got the time, it's amazing. Now there are things that are going to do it quicker. You know, that's just the nature of games. There'll always be something that's a bit better. But you know, I think the Battacor is very much underappreciated, and I very much underappreciated when I did the first video on it. And even though it was only a few mods that were in the wrong place, and there were a few mods that were supposed to be on the build that weren't on the build, you know, with the right build, it does a lot more. So, you know, go out and get it. I think it's from, you can get it from your dojo. It's not hard to come by at all. So yeah, there we go. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. If you're going to go out and try this weapon, leave a like, let me know in the comments. If you dislike this for whatever reason, dislike button. Comment section is always open. Let me know about Rivens. Again, I don't know what Rivens are like for this because I didn't see a disposition and I've never ever looked. So, with how I've never seen it before, I can't imagine they're expensive, and I can imagine that the disposition is quite high. But that's my guess. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. That's not factually correct. That's just a guess. But yeah, anyways, comment section, you know, let me know. Like I said, if you're going to go out and try this now, let me know. That'd be great. That's good to know. It means I'm doing something right. And yeah, please subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. We're on 365, so we're over a third of the way there. I believe we can do it. Tell your friends. Let's all get involved, you know. Let's try and build something here. We'll stop that soppy stuff now. I'll catch you guys in the next video.